Please give a round of welcome to
Xin chào. Thank you, Ms. Anla, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to come here and present this. If I may ask a question, what is the core asset? Everything that you have earned so far, what is that?
Ông ấy hỏi là đối với mình.
Good. That's only 1/4 of what it is. So health is only 1/4. So there
Nó chỉ là
is
một thôi.
more. Yes, there is more than health. So I am glad to see that at least you recognize that, right? Some people would have said it is money, it is land, it is kids, it is scientific knowledge, publications, so on and so forth. But we all know that none of that matters. Everything will disappear. The only thing that will not disappear is our body, right? Our body will stay with us. The second thing that will not disappear is our energy, the power, the force that we bring to everywhere.
Can I translate
Yes.
that?
The third thing is our agility, our emotions, how best we can adapt and work with the situation.
Cái phần thứ ba là gọi
The fourth thing is our mind, how we see outside, how we collect information from outside, how we process it.
và phần 4 điểm.
So this is one of the latest American-made car that is going to come to the market very soon.
Đây là một cái xe mới.
It has built with all functionalities that you need. In a way, you don't even have to drive it. It will drive its own.
Nó tự lái.
Take the fuel in the car, for the next 50 years, you don't even have to take the fuel.
Wow. I want to buy that car.
Everyone wants to buy the car, right? But the biggest question is, do you know how to drive that car?
Vấn đề là phải biết lái.
What I will say is, what this is, much powerful than this car.
Ông ấy nói á, là cái
We do not know how to drive this. Nobody taught us. School didn't teach us. Our family didn't teach us. Our kids didn't teach us. Our parents didn't teach us. Our society or community didn't teach us. We do not know what we have.
mình không.
Today, we are going to look at what we have. So we have the knowledge about what we are built with. And we can use that knowledge as we drive away from here today. And starting from today, you will be able to know how to apply some of these switches. I'm going to call this a switch. There are 4 switches we talked about: body, energy, agility, and mind.
Okay.
Look at our body. We all know our body is perfectly built, which served all these years. When I cut open the body, I see all the organs. This is called anatomy. I also understand that the organs work with each other, which is called as physiology. But even today, human beings do not know how this thing functions. Even the sweat that comes out of the sweat gland, how it works and how it is connected to our skin, we do not know.
Okay.
So let's take a look at what we know. We know that this body is built up of cells. We also know that cells range somewhere between 30 to 100 trillion cells. We also know that there are other animals and plants living within this body. They're so small, that's the only difference. But you have animals and plants within this body.
Wow. Stop.
You go home and eat today, you're eating for those animals and plants.
Thế là mình khi
We also know that water is close to 70% of our body. Oxygen, also 70% of the body. Two important things, water and oxygen.
trong người mình hai thành phần mà rất quan trọng mà mình không thể thiếu được. Một là nước đến 70.
We also know some of the capabilities of this body. Any organ you take, that organ is supremely made, very carefully made, so that it works very well with the other organs. There is nowhere in the human system or in the planet we can duplicate that. We have replacement surgeries today. Even with centuries, we cannot build the heart how it works today. We cannot build the kidneys how it works today. We cannot build the liver how it works today. So the way our body is engineered, amazing.
Cái cơ thể chúng
There are so many examples which brings that reality to us for the several incidents that has happened. Whether it is person going out and hiking for a long time, or whether you are sitting in a place with conditions that are not conducive for life. In developing countries, in underdeveloping countries, people live under extreme conditions and their system takes care of it.
thì trong
Story. Otherwise it will not be fair. I know she's looking at the watch. Okay, I'll give one story. Okay. This is a lady who went for hiking. She is at the top of the mountain and the rock beneath her feet gave away. She came back down 60 feet down, hit on a pile of rocks, break her hip bones, break her legs and the ankle. Now,
cái cô này cô đi hiking,
her dress, cover all the wounds, walked to the nearest hiking center and got the medical help. What she felt is she did not feel any pain. You know, when you take a syringe or not a syringe, a needle and prick the needle, you feel the pain, right? For her, no pain. So what our brain does, when we go through extreme pain, the brain cuts off the pain. So we can act and we can work.
tức là cái cô này
All this body knows how to function by itself. We don't have to tell anything to them, right? We do not ask the body to grow. We do not ask our heart to pump. We do not ask our lungs to breathe. It automatically happens. It is engineered by itself.
tức là tạo hóa.
All our body needs is 5 things. Organic food,
Năm thứ
natural
năm
yes, pure water, fresh air,
không
physical exercise, mental exercise.
và
Exercise. To make this function properly, it doesn't cost much.
nó không tốn nhiều tiền cả.
So I went to India for a program on how to live effectively. In the program, they give you only 2 things: a banana in the morning and coconut water in the afternoon. That is it. 1 banana in the morning, coconut water in the afternoon.
Ông mới đi
Just 2 weeks was tough. Me and my wife, we cannot get up from the bed. We just collapse.
2 tuần đầu là họ chịu không nổi, yếu quá, người rất là yếu.
3rd week, we got up like a spring.
Tuần thứ 3
3rd
thì
week,
nhảy lên được.
we started walking, jogging. We didn't want anything other than a banana and a coconut water.
How much coconut?
Probably like 1.5 cup. So it's like from a coconut, fresh from the coconut. So it'll be like 1.5 cup. Sometimes it's 2 cups.
So besides those
Can we,
banana,
yeah, we will have the detail later.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So 4th week, we have full energy. We use the bus to go from one place all the way to another place. Came back at night, 10 o'clock, with 1 banana. We skipped the coconut water and we felt fine. No problem.
no water.
No water, nothing. Just 1 banana. Okay.
Ông nói là ông
I was wondering how much food I buy from Costco. The cart is like full. I don't need it. Ladies and gentlemen, our body knows how to function when it is given so less pure food.
Tức là ông
So let's look at how long will this body live. Okay. In olden times, there are records, especially during the time of the Bible, people lived from 100 years all the way to like 1,000 years. Even in US, there is a lady called Anna Pinsett, the last one. She has a real social security number. She died in February 2004, lived for 195 years. But I want to bring you to the reality. 2014, what happened? So 2014, how long can we live? 79 years old is what? United States. Beautiful machine today can only go 80 years, whereas this has gone to like 200, 300 years. So we are doing something wrong.
như vậy là mình làm cái
Next talk, how Dr. Lee takes us through what are we doing wrong to our own self. Okay?
trong phần nói chuyện của thầy Ly, thầy sẽ nói là những cái phần mà mình có thể là mình chưa có làm đúng, và bây giờ là lúc mà chúng ta sẽ phải chấn chỉnh lại.
So in nutshell, what we learned about our body is magnificent. It has capabilities which we do not even know. We cannot even comprehend what it can do. It can live for a long time. All we have to do is 5 things to put to this and it will work for us. Don't put more, just 5 things.
Tức là trong cái
And I want to point out one thing. Our body can generate, operate, and destroy by itself. You don't have to do anything to it. It automatically does. So if you take the generate from G, operate O, destroy D, God is within this body. Okay, now let's take a look at energy. Okay, so energy was a big debate starting from olden times even today.
năng lượng energy.
Many countries, many people called energy differently. Some people called it as chi, some people called it as prana. Every tradition has got some name for energy.
Mỗi một
But science will not accept it, because science, you need to see it, you need to touch it, you need to feel it. So science, there is a scientist, a German scientist in 1976 found out that every cell within the body communicates to other cell in the form of light.
đây là một cái
They also found that a healthy cell has a strong light and a disease or a weak cell have a weak light.
những cái tế bào mà tốt á, thì họ có những cái tần số cao, còn những cái tế bào mà xấu á, nó tại hại cho mình với những cái tần số thấp.
So now let's take a look. What will influence this light? What will change this light? Because the stronger my light, the stronger my energy, the healthier the body. The weaker my light, the weaker the energy, and the weaker the body.
Vậy thì bây giờ chúng ta hãy nghiên cứu thử xem là cái gì làm cho những cái khí này nó mạnh, làm cho những cái tương tác, những cái tần số này mạnh.
So this light is influenced by any chemicals that you put inside, the reaction of the body against external situations like stress. You go to work, you get stress. You come back home, you stress more. Wherever you go stress, the light goes down. Okay? And the body goes down. Finally, we get diseases, our life will just go away.
Thì
When scientists studied the structure of the nerve cell, they can clearly find the tubes where the energy will easily go through. The light goes through. Then they know that this is how the communication happens. If our eyes becomes 1,000 times sensitive, we can also see the light.
tức còn nếu mà mình bị trở ngại, mình bị lo lắng, mình bị
So how do we know we have energy other than the breathing and the living we go through? You know, when you talk to some people, especially when I talk to Miss Anlan, I get all pumped up. I get all energy. I want to do something. When I talk to somebody, I feel like I want to go home. When you go into some place, when you go enter into a building, you feel all energetic. But when you enter into somewhere, that's not the place where I belong. So we know we can influence other people with our energy, and we also receive their energy.
Tức là
So in a nutshell, we are nothing but a beam of light. When you move in the road, when you go home, these are lights coming together. So we need to keep our light strong so that everybody around us will also feel it. Two powerful switches, body and energy. The third one is the agility. Agility is also one of our capability to adapt. We came from Vietnam, which is completely different, to America. It was a big problem. How will we raise our kids here? The culture is different. Everything that you see here is different. Wow, what is going to happen now? But you adapted. You found several ways to come together as a community. Your kids got to see other Vietnamese kids. They know the best of the Vietnamese culture. They know the best of the American culture. You found a way to adapt.
thưa quý vị, thì quý vị vừa có
So the power that we have to go through the agility is our thoughts. There are two types of thoughts. One is a limiting thought. The other is an enhancing thought.
cái khả năng mà thích
America, you're saying, I don't belong here. What is this going on? I want to go back to Vietnam. So then your spouse will say, honey, we'll go next year. That'll be next year. That'll be next year, right? So what is he or she doing? He's buying time from you so we can adapt to this. We can adjust to this. So when we go through a thought, I cannot do this. I do not want this. This is not me. I am broke. I don't have enough money. All of those will put you down. The enhancing thought, I don't know how to do it. Enhancing thought is, I do not know how to do this, but I can do it. I will adjust. I will learn how to do it. I will talk and find the resources by which I can make this thing happen.
thì phần
This is very, very, very interesting. We all know that higher the energy, the higher the health, the bigger and the best way we can enjoy the life. Now, this is a scale which takes how our energy levels are, how our emotions are, and how we operate. You can see, if you feel shame, oh, I am not good. Where are you? You are here, right?
có tần số 20 thôi.
Guilt, where are you? You are here. Grief, jealousy, fear, all of these are lower things. Desire is still lower. This desire is not that I want to become a doctor or I want to become an astronaut. This desire is addiction-oriented desire. Drugs, girls, other problems,
Ghiền
everything.
hay là mình thèm.
Another desire. Pride, that's also same thing. Wow, I have $1 million in my courage. Courage is good. Courage can help you do something. So I want to stop at courage because when we go through our vibrations, we all influence each other. My energy is going to influence all the people here.
Can you
Yeah. Hitler operated somewhere here. This was his energy. Albert Einstein operated here, 400, because he is more oriented towards reason. But if you look at it, joy and peace are the highest vibration, higher than Albert Einstein. You don't have to become Albert Einstein. You can be joy. You can be happy every time,
Oh my
24 hours a day. Every religion, every community, everything teach us to be joyful. Jesus Christ said, when somebody come and slap you on your one side of the cheek, he didn't say go slap back. He said, show the other cheek, right? Why? He wants you to be here, enjoy. Because he doesn't want you to come down. Because the moment you go and beat somebody else, it's either the courage, it's either the shame, it's either the guilt, right? So you immediately come down. He wants you to go up. He wants you to be enjoyed.
I know that you have wonderful material, but
So from agility, we know change is happening always. You have to go with the flow of the change so that you can enjoy the life that is around you. Now we are going to go to the mind.
cái
So-
quan trọng nhất cái đầu này. Dạ.
Mind has a lot of faculties. Mind is one of the most phenomenal thing that we have. Everything that you see around here are made by mind.
Cái bộ óc của chúng
Everything starts at the mind. A thought is the fundamental thing start at the mind. The thought becomes our words. The words become our action. And our actions will give the outcome back to us.
thì quý vị bắt đầu là cái tư tưởng, phải không ạ? Mình
So if you know how to adjust or adapt with the thoughts, you will become masters of your own destiny. So now I want to take the thoughts or the mind to awareness. Awareness is the knowledge that we have with respect to our surroundings. The more awareness we have, the better we are. For example, when you are in Vietnam, you are coming to America, you do not know anything about America. The more knowledge you have about America, the better you will feel how it is. Today, if you go back, you want to be back here within 3 weeks, right? You don't want to stay there, you want to come back. But earlier, you want to stay there, you don't want to go. Now you have better awareness, which helped you realize that this is more comfortable.
tức là từ cái
And awareness will lead to the experience, how we feel about the situations that we are exposed to. Now I want to show a simple experiment that has been done. So these are all the shape of the water crystals. There is a scientist in Japan. He took water in a jar, labeled it with love and appreciation. Thank you, Mother Teresa, Beethoven, Tibet Sutra, the different words. After like 2-3 weeks, he took the jar, froze the water into ice, and he looked at the crystals. Every word that the person said, the crystal shape was different. There was also other pictures where if you had said hate, afraid, guilt, shame, the crystals were obliterated.
tức là ngay cả cái nước
So we are also built 70% water. So if water crystals within our body is perfect, we are going to live healthy. He proved it. He went to a dam and the dam was extremely polluted. Lot of people are drinking that water. So that is the first one. Then he added energy to this water to see how the water is going to be different. After applying energy, he got beautiful crystals from the water and the dam pollution was removed. Human emotions play a big role. You can see all of the different faces. The only face that should catch you is this. The rest, imagine the rest are all poisonous. If you wear this, not only you go down, you will bring all the others down.
cái này
So we all have emotions. It ranges from sad all the way to happy. But one thing we should keep in mind, my emotion affect not only me, but also the others around me. Can we all say this together? My
My emotion affect not only me but
tức là cái cảm xúc của chúng tôi không những ảnh hưởng, đó rất là quan trọng.
So no. Okay.
Vậy là sau khi đi workshop này về quý vị cười không ạ? Phải không ạ?
But this is what we want.
Cái đây là cái target joy và love. Và mình nghĩ là chắc không có ảnh hưởng nhưng mà nó rất là ảnh hưởng tới quý vị và ảnh hưởng ngay chính quý vị.
Now since I have given you this information, right? you have something to take home to adapt. We also have a program called My Beam. My Beam is giving you the personalized education that you need based on your body, your energy, your agility, and your mind. It's a 1-day workshop where you will learn everything about you. Learning is only one part of it. Next is practicing, which is the most difficult part. So we work with you for 2 years to make sure you get it. You can call us, we will help you go through all the way until you feel that joy of human life. Being human is the super. It's not the superhuman. Being human itself is super. So thank you everybody, and I hope that you